Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to my channel, my love, for those watching the playback. I already have a like and there's nobody in the room. I love this love. That's the type of love. Ooh, I gone too far. That's what I'm talking about. My water signs, this is your reading for money in December. Money, business, career, December 2021. I did the fire signs yesterday, so if you are a fire, moon, rising, Venus, fire, Mercury, because Mercury is also money. Mercury is also business. So if you are a fire, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, be sure to check that live for any messages. Their message is very interesting. It was supposed to be about money and somehow it got connected to relationships and some sort. So go check that out. But welcome my water signs, my Cancerians, my Scorpios, my Pisces. Welcome to your reading. I just want to say thank you to all those who support my channel and support everything I do. Thank you for being with me, sticking it through with me for another year. If you're new here, welcome. And thank you for joining my community. All right, so welcome to those who are here in the live. I'm just going to start shuffling some cards before I get into it. And if you come into the room, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you watch the playback, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Drop a comment as well. Share the video. And you can, if you're interested in me reading for you personally, you need to go to themoongoddessstarot.com, 3 S's on goddess, to book your reading. There should be a link in the description box below. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter if you want. Twitter is more like my personal journal, but if you want to go on there and see what I'm up to, you can do so. All of my links are down below. And I also just recently started a Facebook page, so you can support that way as well. I have an Amazon wish list if you want to send me a little love. I have a wish list, so that link is down below as well. Yeah, so those are just a few ways. And I have a Patreon. How can I forget? If you want to become a part of my sacred circle for private lives, private readings, behind the scenes kind of vibes, private Discord chat, you can sign up to become a member on my Patreon. All right, love, so let's get into it. Spirit guides, assist me in connecting to the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, when it comes to money, business, career. What are the messages they need to know in December 2021 and beyond? Timeless, really. As always, may all messages be for the highest good of all involved, with harm to none. Here we go. So I'm going to start off with a money and law of attraction card. And then we'll finish up with one of these. So we'll see where we start and we'll see where we end up. Okay? So let's get into it. Spirit guys, give me a card for my water signs. What do they need to know? And I have my water. Y'all don't see off camera that I always have water for my spirit guides. And any benevolent ancestors that might want to support me in this work whilst I'm reading for y'all. It's always here, and right now there's so many bubbles in the water. So let's get into it, Spirit guys. What's the messages? What's the first message? My water signs. And y'all have 2 cards. 39 and 26. So the first card is the law of attraction responds to my vibration. Okay, And the second card is whenever I am feeling good, I am attracting good. All right, so the first one says, a belief is nothing more than a chronic pattern of thought. And you have the ability, if you try even a little bit, to begin a new pattern, to tell a new story, to achieve a different vibration, and to change your point of attraction. The law of attraction is responding to your vibration, and you can easily change your vibrational point of attraction by visualizing the lifestyle you desire and holding your attention upon those images until you begin to feel relief, which will indicate that a true vibrational shift has occurred. So that's the law of attraction response to my vibration. All right, the second card is, whenever I'm feeling good, I am attracting good. When you think a thought of upliftment or abundance or well-being, you are filled with a feeling of positive emotion. You may trust the way that you feel as the indicator as to which side of this subject, which is really two subjects, you are on. So two sides of the coin, two sides of the same coin, right? Whether it is the subject of money or lack of it, or health or lack of it, or a relationship or the lack of one. Always when you feel good, you are in the place of attracting that which you are wanting. All right, so those are your first messages. The law of attraction responds to my vibration. Whenever I'm feeling good, I am attracting good. You know, and it's like, even when you look, when you look good, right? You feel good. It changes your whole mood. When you, even things like clearing out your space. If you're in a certain energy, you know, you clear your space, clear any clutter. And it tends to make you feel, it changes your whole energy. It changes, it lifts you, right? It elevates you. So that's where we are at. Going in. So today I'm using my Miss Cleo deck, tarot cards. We have the Moonology deck, which I thought was quite fitting because the moon is directly attracted to money. We have the Sun card because you got the moon, you got the sun, so you got the radiant, the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Oracle of the Radiant Sun, that's it. That's the name of this deck. We have the Angel Answers. All right, and then of course the first deck that we started out with. All right, Spirit guys, so give me some messages from my water signs. What's the messages for the water signs, Spirit guys? And remember, when you come into the room, give me a thumbs up. If you're watching the playback, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to here, subscribe. Consider subscribing to the channel. All right? Let's get some messages from my water signs when it comes to money and career and business. What are the themes that they need to be aware of in December? What's the energy surrounding their money? Ooh, give me one more card, please. Give me one more card, please. Thank you very much. So very similar cards to what came out yesterday for the fire signs. First card is the King of Staffs. Wow, well, pretty much the same cards. The King of Staffs, the Page of Cups, and the Empress. Now, I find it interesting the King of Staffs is backing all of this. The Page of Cups is backing the Empress. Everybody backing the Empress. And the Empress is money, right? The Empress is bounty. So how interesting that this is a leader here. This is the one that gets everybody, rallies everybody together, comes up with these brilliant ideas. And the Page of Cups is a message of potentially offering a message to the King of Staffs. He's backing. There's no connection here, right? The Empress is, hello, greetings, shockproof, welcome, my friend. Always lovely to see you. There's no, like, how is the King of Staffs and the Page of Cups going to be backing the Empress? The Empress is the bounty. So it's kind of crazy. So it's almost as if where is there a disconnect here? Where is there a disconnect? Is there a disconnect between your drive, your passion, your fires, and your creativity? Are you turning your back on your creativity in order to move forward? You think that in order to get forward, you need to be practical, or you know, I can't be it's this idea of the starving artist, but is that really it? Like our whole everything is being shifted as far as our ideas behind what success is. What does that look like? Do we have to compromise ourselves to attain and achieve success and money and feeling comfortable? Hi, my love. All right, so top of the deck is the Three of Cups, and that's under your King of Staffs. So, okay, is that where the distraction is at? He's backing them too, funnily enough. It's more like this. So, let's see where else this is going. Wow, look, the Sun at the bottom with the Empress. Two major cards here. Okay, so the Sun is all, I mean, for the Sun to show up in your reading and be talking about money, this is beautiful, because this is happiness. The Empress and the Sun together, this is really beautiful. And when I see the Sun rules Leo. Hey, Michelle. Hey, my love. The Sun is Leo. Leo rules the heart. So Leo also rules the house of creativity, children, right? So it's funny how I was asking if y'all turning y'all's back on creativity, or thinking that creativity does not equal creativity, artistry, anything that doesn't fit into society's idea of what success is, right? The 9-to-5 idea. Do you feel as if you have to turn your back on that in order to achieve? It's almost like, again, compromising yourself. Down the heart is the Queen of Swords. Wow, how interesting that she shows up when, right? Interesting. How timely, I should say. We have the Emperor. Let's see what's on either side of her. Okay, so the Four of Swords, the Emperor. It's very important. It's very important to look at how these characters are interacting with each other, right? So it's not just looking at the images you're looking at. When you see people show up, it's important to look to see how they're interacting. The Queen of Swords is looking at the Emperor. This is the boss. All right, this is the boss. This is Aries. Perhaps y'all water signs do need to watch the fire reading. All right, because the first card here is the King of Staffs. So maybe there is some sort of connection. Like if you think about how tarot deck works, it starts off with fire, it goes to water, then air, and then earth. That's the order of manifestation. All right, so the fire is the passion, the drive, the inspiration, the spark. Think about fire. Think about that, striking a match. And then you go to water, which is the emotions. You need that emotional energy to drive your initial spark, because that's what gets you to go with it. You feel it with your heart, you feel it with your vibes, right? And on top of that too, the water is the intuition to help you to determine when to move, how to move, where to move. The air now is the communication, right? And all of that. I don't want to get too much into it. And then the earth is the actual manifestation, the actual thing, the tangible thing. So for y'all to have fire as your first card, water signs. And here's this Emperor, Aries. The Queen of Swords is looking at that. So this is how you're determining how you go forward. What do I do? Which way am I going? Y'all definitely not into resting right now. Y'all have had enough of that, clearly. You want to get things done. You want to be the boss. Under that Emperor is the Ten of Pentacles. So I see where y'all's mind is at. All right. You got the Three of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Sun as your supporting cards. She's turning her back. Everybody turning the back on the Sun and the Empress. I wonder why that is. Or maybe it's about perspective. Maybe y'all don't realize how close y'all are to achieving your Sun. Maybe it's also about using your Sun. Your Sun is your ego. Your ego is your light. It's who you are. Think about the importance of the Sun in the solar system. So that's your Sun sign. That's what it represents for you. So you can't turn your back on your core. Use the other placements to drive you, but you need to honor your Sun. So maybe y'all need to look at y'all's chart and see what house is my Sun in, and how can I use that to drive myself forward. I'm like, why are y'all looking in this direction? The Queen of Staffs and the Queen of Swords, King of Staffs, Queen of Swords, looking over here, like, what's over here? Even the Page is looking in that direction. While the Empress, looking forward, the Empress and the Sun are facing. Excuse me. That's interesting. Y'all need to come out into y'all's Sun. That's what it is. Stop turning your back on your Sun. Your money and your success is connected to your Sun. Y'all need to shine that bright. You see how the child is almost as if the child flexing on this bull. The Empress is Taurus and Libra energy, and here's a bull underneath her. The bull is the symbol of Taurus. And then here, like, bullish, being bullish, you know, like stock, the stock term. You need to have some fun, yes. And also stop looking at how other people doing things. You need to do things how you do things. And also be willing to accept guidance when necessary, right? Don't turn your back when people, because the King of Staffs, don't turn your back on receiving help and support. Because the King of Staffs is backing this Page of Cups. So you're all being offered support in some way and you're all ain't even paying attention. The Page of Cups is also y'all's energy. That's water. Maybe y'all trying to offer something to a closed door. Maybe it's about pivoting. Maybe it's about knowing when to stop offering something to someone or a situation that's turned its back on you when it comes to your money in some way. Don't worry about, people, because like right now the Queen of Swords, is looking at these Three of Cups people. And I don't know, is it a sense of when is my turn? When is it my turn to celebrate? But the celebration is right behind you. So I feel like one of y'all's themes is perspective, paying attention to what's right in front of you, like the opportunity staring you in the face, and knowing when to turn your back on situations that are no more. There's no more energy in it, right? Learning when to pivot, how to pivot. You got the Judgment card here. This is underneath the Sun. You have all these major cards on this side. And there's lots of people on this side, and that's interesting. Feminine side, masculine side. Page of Swords, Hangman. All right, let's see what's your word of advice. Give me one more card, please, Spirit Guides. Thank you. You got the Hierophant here now. All of these major cards. So your word of advice, my loves, the Two of Staffs and the Eight of Cups. Did I not just tell y'all? Y'all gotta learn when to like close off situations, walk away from situations. The Eight of Cups shows up. Two of Staffs, the Eight of Cups. So right now, you, for December, or right now, because it could change as you go through the month, but for right now, it's a time to reconsider. It's a time for reflection. It's a time for reflection. It's a time to determine what works from what doesn't. Now, Venus is going retrograde this month. You got Venus here with the Empress. All right, so retrogrades are times for reflection. Venus is connected to money and value, the things you value, right? So it's interesting that your word of advice right now is the Two of Staffs and the Eight of Cups. Because it's like you're being put in a position now to reflect on how you direct your energy when it comes to how you attract your money, where you direct your time, your effort. How can you best utilize your time? How can you best utilize your resources? And what needs to close off? What do you need to walk away from? All right, for your elevation, right? 8 and 2, 10. That's the completion right there. And then into a new beginning, beginning, right? All right. Be sure to give me a thumbs up when you come in. And thank you so much for your all's time and energy. 2 of Coins, 7 of Staffs. All right, let's see. What's the final word here for my water signs? The Hangman. Huh. Well, look at that. You have the Hangman, the World, and the Moon. 3 major cards. You got the Sun here, and now the Moon shows up. Now, if you were here in the beginning, I mentioned how the Moon is money. The Moon equates to money. Some say the Moon rules money. Money, moon, moony. Right? I mean, the markets go up and down in relation to the moon cycles. What's them little things? Little chicks. All right, so the Hangman, the World, the Moon. Reflection. Venus retrograde, perhaps. Reflection time. Holding on. Oh, thumbs up. Okay. I can't see too good, girl. Reflection time. You see that Scarabito? Sacred. Magic. The World card here. And then the Moon. Completions. And I love this. 1221. Card 12 and card 21. So they're reflecting each other too. If you turn that one, I was looking to see if the stances were the same. I feel like you're reminded about fluctuations. That's it. What I meant about the stock market and the moon cycles, fluctuations, waning, waxing, all of that. The moon affects us in so many ways that we don't even realize, right? Including our money. So wherever you are reflecting right now, wherever you feel like your spirit is calling you to take stock of things and to complete cycles in some way. All right, it might seem scary at first, or you might not know what to expect, or you might even go back and forth with your plans, your ideas. But pivoting is important when it comes to business, when it comes to anything in life really, but especially when dealing with money. What worked, what didn't, how you can expand, how you can step out into the spotlight, how you can allow people to see you. I mean, for those who have businesses, for those who are entrepreneurs, maybe you have a little hustle on the side, not little, a massive. Let me speak big onto you. A big hustle on the side, you know, like your hobby, you turning it into a money making venture. What was I going to say? Oh, right. Does the world know what you have to offer? Right? Like, I'm constantly reminding myself that all of these big corporations are constantly advertising. Every minute, every second of the day, it's advertising, advertising, advertising. But for some reason, independent businesses, because I don't like to say small business, independent businesses, we sometimes might feel like we being too much, or people will be turned off if we keep promoting ourselves, promoting our craft, promoting our art, promoting whatever we have to offer. And the thing is, how will people know what you have to offer if you don't do so, right? You gotta step out into the spotlight. You gotta be the empress. You gotta shine your sun. You gotta step into your sun. Use your sun to drive you forward. I love that the sun and the moon are here. How beautifully balanced is this? So it's your ego and your emotions, your instincts, your intuition working together. Your light, right? And your darkness, so to speak, working together. Your heat, your coolness, your active, your passiveness. It's a balance. They have to balance. They have to work off balance. Bounce off of each other is what I'm trying to say. All right, so that's what I'm seeing here. Something, I feel success more than anything. This particular world card feels very much like I am here. I am here. I'm taking over the world. It doesn't feel like a completion. It feels more like birthing something, being in a cocoon and blossoming into this, right? And the moon is like empowering you, really. Trusting your intuition, seeing beyond. You're able to feel what the collective feels, which means that you can, it's like being tapped into what to offer that will bring back growth, bring back abundance and prosperity to you. Right? I have arrived. That's exactly how she looks. Like, I'm here. Y'all ready? Because I'm about to take over the world. I ain't here to play. That's very much how her energy is. Her, his, whichever. I don't know. Let's get some sun cards. All right, so I got the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I keep forgetting the name of the bloody deck. And right now at the bottom, it's Sun in Aries. Assertion. The first house. Your sun is your first house. Right? The sun is your ego. So the first house, Sun in Aries, assertion. Slaying dragons. You're not hiding. You're not cowering. You're not, playing small. Let this money flow. Right? All right, let's get these cards out and see what else comes out. It's a message for my water sign spirit guides. It's a message for my water signs when it comes to money, business, in, I was going to say August, then September, in December 2021. What's the message for my water signs? So it's going to be a Venus retrograde in Capricorn. All right, so that's going to affect Cancerians a lot, I believe, because y'all. Opposite Capricorn is also a cardinal sign. Capricorn, Cancer, 2 cardinal signs. Venus in Capricorn. Now this is interesting because Venus is very much about, you know, being extra, being all of this. And Capricorn is a sign ruled by Saturn, which is very stern, very serious, authoritarian type of vibe. So it's like these two energies fighting against each other. So this is going to be an interesting Venus retrograde. Based on what I've been seeing from different astrologers, there is this, because there's something else happening. I don't remember the term for it, but basically whatever has been agreed during Venus retrograde might not last, right? So the whole thing is to take everything with a grain of salt, which is usually retrograde behavior anyways. But this particular retrograde with Venus, there is like, you don't really want to be putting all your eggs in one basket. Don't really bet all your money on one thing, because the energy could shift real quick when Venus goes direct. And also Venus tends to change signs very quickly, but it will be in Capricorn for about 3 months. So it's a long one, right? It's unusual behavior for Venus. Anyways, let me get into your, what's the messages for my water signs spirit guides when it comes to their money, when it comes to business. Okay, so I'm also getting another message here. This Page of Cups, you might get, for some people it's about being real picky. This is why your back is turned on the Page of Cups, because you really don't got time for whatever. It's like whatever they're looking to offer you is very meager in your mind. Or maybe they've messed up before and now you don't want to trust them again to offer you anything. Hence why you're backing them. For some of you, it's that because it appears to be a small offering, or this person might be younger or less experienced than you are. You might not take them seriously or take the offer seriously. Because this page is right on top of the Queen of Swords, and this is a mature energy. The page is a very young energy, so it might be a difference in age. You know, like somebody might be coming to say, "Oh, let's work together," or "Let me offer you something," and you might be like, "Whatever." You know, you might dismiss them because of that. Just be mindful of that. For some people, it's that you really don't got time. You really shouldn't have time because they're just full of. It's just, yeah, small talk. All right, let's see what's your card here. Concentration, Saturn in Gemini. So it's just talking about Saturn being the ruler of Capricorn. So we have Saturn in Gemini, concentration. Now notice that little being on the lips. Gemini is all about communication. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And we know Gemini is the twin, right? So don't let your mouth... Hello, Miss Tamara. Welcome, my love. I see all my peoples in here tonight. I excited. I'm loving this. Welcome to all those who just joined, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up when you come in, and thank you for being here. So don't let your mouth sign a check that you basically just watch your words, right? Be careful with what you say. Loose lips sink ships, that type of thing. Saturn is restrictions, discipline. Saturn is that stern father figure type of energy. Loving, but stern, because Saturn wants the best for you. Saturn wants your foundations to be solid. So be very careful with what you say, and not only in terms of loose lips sink ships, but also be careful with what you call into your life with your words. And also don't be mindful of putting yourself, like saying things that you know you can't follow through on. So if you know you can provide 100 items, provide 100. Say you can provide 100. Don't start seeing like dollar signs and pound signs and say you could provide 1,000, and then you gotta come back afterwards and be like, oh well. You know, integrity is important. Being able to follow through on your word is important. I see a web here as well. There's a spider web here. I don't know if y'all can make it out, but here is a spider web. And the same way how you're doing these things, be mindful of people coming to you and making promises that they can't fulfill. Maybe that's why y'all backing this Page of Cups. Something's fishy. It's Saturn in the 3rd house, so very much about watching your words, yeah, how you communicate, how you connect to people, the people you network with, how you express yourself. And maybe too it's about spending time in communication. I did mention stepping out into the spotlight, right? So it might be like starting a blog, starting an article, writing. Ooh, okay. And egotism showing out here. Mars in Leo. A whole bunch of cards just fall out my hand. I don't know what's what. I don't know what's at the bottom now. I don't know what was at the top. I'm seeing Sun in Gemini here, so you're going with it. Versatility. You got Saturn in Gemini. You got a lot of Gemini here. But I feel like this was the card I was supposed to show you. Mars in Leo. So Mars is your drive, your action, how you do things. Don't get too cocky. Again, I'm saying step out in the spotlight. Right? Leo's ruler, the Sun. But don't be talking about, yeah. I could offer you 1,000 items in 12 hours. And you know that because you will only end up looking bad, right? That will affect your money. We don't want that. Top of the deck is riches. Saturn again. Saturn in Capricorn. So that's Saturn rules Capricorn. So the thing about Capricorn is it's steady. It's the goat, right? The sea goat. They will, no matter how long it takes, they don't care. Capricorns set their eyes on the prize, and no matter how long it takes, no matter what, they will do what they need to do to get to the other side. Hence why they can claim their riches. And that's Saturn. Dedication, consistency. And consistency means different things to everybody. When I say consistency, I don't mean that you posting on social media every single day, 24 hours a day, dragging out yourself. Consistency means whatever you set for yourself, right? So stick to it, keep going. Saturn then rewards you. Y'all got riches here, hello. And this is long term. You don't want no quick fix, because them things don't last. All right, let's see what's at the heart here. Moon in Libra, companionship. So you need other people. 2 heads are better than 1. 3, even more, even better. But not just any and everybody, right? You want solid people. 3 of Cups. You want solid people that will help you. So maybe that's what you're here doing with this Queen of Swords, trying to determine who's with you, who can make a good team. And you really have to be mindful and really, there's a word, but I can't remember. But basically, you picking and choosing who your circle is, right? You want a winning team. So companionship. And remember, moon is money. The moon is money. So moon in Libra. Libra is also business. Did I mention to y'all? I mentioned to y'all a few times. The Empress is here. Taurus and Libra. So Libra doesn't only rule relationships. Libra also rules not only romantic relationships. Libra also rules business relationships, contracts. So be mindful who you connect to. You want to be able to build together. Rebellion, companionship, ostentation. We got a lot of Saturn everywhere. All right, let's get one of these. Let me get a moon card. Because we just had the sun. Let's get the moon. What's the messages for my water sign spirit guides? I just saw Leo and Aries. I don't know what's happening water signs. Y'all connected to a fire sign in some way? Because fire keeps coming out for y'all. What's the message for my water sign spirit guides when it comes to their money in December? Thank you. Don't let your past hold you back. Self-node. Right? So maybe y'all here brooding about something. And that's why you don't want to take whatever this person has to offer. But behind all of that is the Empress. Right? Your money. Your prosperity. Don't let your past hold you back. Bottom is adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Emotions are running high. Super moon. And at the heart is the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. What's up with all this Gemini energy as well? You see the Queen of Swords is here, which could be Gemini. This could be Libra or Aquarius. Y'all got a lot of Gemini happening. What's happening? Gemini is opposite. I hate when my Taurus is opposite Scorpio. So all right, Gemini opposite Sagittarius. Okay. The answers you need are coming. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn is there. And then on top of, wow, okay, this is deep. You got the full moon in Capricorn and the new moon in Capricorn. Full moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. New moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. What did I tell you all about Saturn and Capricorns? The answers you need are coming. Down the middle. All right, cool. Let me get an angel answers card and see what else comes through. And then we will wrap up with another money card. We started off with these two money cards for those who came late. Whenever I'm feeling good, I am attracting good. And the law of attraction responds to my vibration. So we'll pull another one of these and see where we end up at, you know, after all of this. All right, spirit guides. And before I even shuffle, abundance is here. And this romance card keeps showing up as well. So a lot of people's money seems to be directly connected to their love life. I cut the deck. Abundance shows up again. All right, spirit guys. What's the messages for my water signs? So money. Money in December. Money, business, career. What do they need to know? Make it clear, please. Remain positive. All right, love it. Love it. Be assertive. Are y'all kidding me? Did I not show y'all before at the bottom of this deck was assertion? Sun in Gemini, Sun in Aries. Because them got jokes today. They got jokes today. Hold on. Alright, I don't know where it is. It would be funny if it's a card at the top of the deck. It isn't. I don't know where it is. Alright, I give up. But basically, yeah, you all saw the sun in Aries. Assertion. You have be assertive. Step into y'all's sun. Embody your sun. Embody your ego. Top of the deck is no. No exclamation. Let's see what's under that. Perfect timing. And within the next few months. No, perfect timing within the next few months. Remain positive. So maybe that is connected to this offer. Drop a comment below my water signs. Let me know how this, if this is resonating. How is resonating? What's at the heart for them? Wait. So yeah. Perfect timing, no perfect timing, next few months. So wait. Remain positive. Look for a sign is underweight. How? And then you have yes on top of wait. So everything for y'all is about timing. But that makes sense considering you have the Hangman and then the World card and then the Moon. So it's truly about the divine timing. When it's y'all's time, it's going to be beautiful. Because, I mean, you go straight from being hung up to the world. That's a massive leap. So it might feel as if nothing is happening. But behind the scenes, there's a whole lot. So continue working, going at it, dedicating yourself, being consistent. Remember, whatever that means to you. Being disciplined. Taking breaks when necessary, always, always, always. Praying, meditating, connecting, laughing, enjoying life. And then let everything else take its, you know? Trust the process, basically. Give me one card for my water signs to wrap up this reading, spirit guides. It's a message for my water signs. One final message for my water signs. And the amount of bubbles in this water. Give me one more card for my water signs to wrap up, spirit guides. Thank 2 cards, alright. Y'all want extra today. So you got 54 and 46. Appreciation and gratitude are different vibrational states. And you have, and it's interesting, you kept getting Gemini cards, right? And this looks like a twin, like a reflection. And then you have, we are each responsible for the thoughts we think. All right, so appreciation and gratitude are different vibrational states. When you feel gratitude, often you're looking at a difficulty that you have overcome. But there is still some of that struggle vibration present. The state of appreciation is seeing whatever you are looking at through the eyes of Source. You could walk down a crowded street with all kinds of things that a lot of other people would find reason to criticize or worry about. And you would not have access to them because your vibration of appreciation is picking out for you things of a different vibrational nature. So it's perspective, right? That we really do experience life completely different. We all do. We all in our own little universes. Because one person could see an amazing landscape and somebody else could have something to complain about, right? or focus on. All right, and we are each responsible for the thoughts we think. When you are in alignment with who you really are, you cannot help but uplift those with whom you come into contact. Your value to those around you hinges upon only one thing: your personal alignment with Source. And the only thing you have to give to another is an example of that alignment, which others may observe, then desire, and then work to achieve. But you cannot give it to them. Everyone is responsible for the thoughts they think and the things that they choose as their objects of attention. So these two cards really go well together. So let me just reiterate the fact that I was saying, step into your sun, because y'all all have beautiful gifts, talents, something to offer the world in different ways. It might or might not be connected to attracting money, or rather, it might be directly or indirectly connected to attracting your money. Regardless, when you live your truth and you serve your mission or your purpose, you shining so brightly. You don't know who you know, inspiring, what you're inspiring. And that energy will come back to you. It's like you're like a beacon of light. So be all in that, water signs, all right? My lovely Cancerians, my Scorpios, and my Pisces. That is your reading. We coming up just under an hour, which is lovely. I wanted to keep these all within an hour. So let me see if I've missed any of your Shopproof, you're still here. Rose, welcome, or hello. Let me see. Himanshi, hello. I think that is it. Yeah, I've caught up with everybody's messages. I hope these messages serve y'all well. Does anybody want to say anything before I go? I'm going to get some dinner. Oh, you're so very welcome, Shopproof. Thank you for always being here to support. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody who's here. And I wish you all a beautiful December. I'm organizing. So I did a poll asking if y'all want a question and answer video or a question and answer live. And most people said a live. So I think I'm looking at doing that Q&A live on Sunday. All right, but I will keep y'all posted. It's Wednesday, so I'll let y'all know sooner than later. And y'all can all join in and come with y'all's questions, and we can go from there. You're so very welcome, my love. Thank you, Tamara. Yes, you can get this on the website, themoongoddess.com. Spirit Team Strong. You can get Sips Tea as well. I haven't put these. There's a link that will take you directly to Teespring. These aren't on my website, but they're on the website, if that makes sense. But yes, all of my merchandise, thank you for drawing attention to that. All of my merchandise you can get on themoongoddess.com. You can book your services, you can book your readings. I'm also offering 2022 energy reports. So you can get either one that will cover the 4 quarters of 2022 or the first 3 months is the other offer. So there's that. Again, like I said, you can join my Patreon if you want to support that way. Private lives, private Discord chat. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Facebook. Give me thumbs up. All of that is in the description box. And if you want to send me a little present, I have an Amazon wish list. That's also down below. So, my loves, that is it for your reading, for your life. Thank you again. I will talk to you all soon. By water signs. And those who just happen to be here. Bye, loves.